fault, not mine. I just got here. Yeah, now it's working.
Okay, all right.
Now it's recording.
Thanks, man.
So,
Appreciate it.
how many coaches does it take to get it? All right. So what guys are doing now is they're going to a shallow ride. So so we don't have any really of Coach Carpenter's guys here, but this is how he rides with us. Okay, he's going to have one boot in. He's going to have the other foot lacing his ankle out, and he's going to ride right here, right over the top with his feet on the mat. And this is what all the college riders are doing because they pinch your hips with their knees, and they're able to really sit in here. Even if you sit, they stay so close to your hips, they're able to ride. And in college, riding is huge. You get points for riding. So I know why a lot of guys do it, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. The guys that have been in practice recently know that we're doing some of this stuff. But what I'm going to show you is it's a leg ride, but it's called a leg ride split series. Okay, and it's not a lot of moves to it. There's only a couple of moves to it. But we've been fairly successful at it. Ty's been fairly successful at it. Ryan's really been good at it. And so I'm just going to show you that. Most of our guys already know it. But I'm going to show you that. And if I have time, I'll show you the Rutherford stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a spiral. And I think, and I want to say this too, because our guys all have heard me say this, but for the guys that are not on our team, there's 100 ways to do any one thing. So if you learn something here that doesn't necessarily sound like what your coach would do, that doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's different. So I just want you to keep that in mind. I might show you this, and you might go, that's not for me. That's fine. Or you might go, that's for me, my coach doesn't show that. But that doesn't mean it's wrong either. So just keep in mind, that I believe that there's 100 ways to do any one thing. So the way I might show it might be different than when Cody shows it or how Coach Shandar shows it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spiral first. So I'm going to show you how we run a spiral. Okay? In the old days when you ran a spiral, you just got out to the side and ran. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to extend him first. Now our guys all know that, like our guys right now, they'll tell you, you get on the right side, you extend him first, then you go to the next thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the right side. Now our guys are used to being on the right side now. You guys probably are not. You're probably used to being on that left side. And you're probably not used to having somebody on your right side. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start right side. We're in a tight waist ankle, and then we're going to turn it into a spiral. Okay? So let me just talk to you a little bit about how I approach top position. And I know that, again, this is just my philosophy on top position. First thing I'm going to do is put weight on his hands before I do anything. Now, these guys, you can tell a guy's going to do a tight waist ankle these days because they get with it. It's just easier to get there. And I know that a lot of guys are taught, put your ear on his spine, so you're really good. But I'm not going that way. I'm going that way. So I want to look the direction that I'm going. So when I get on top, I'm going to put my chest on first and watch his body move when I do this. That's what I'm going to do right there. I'm going to put all that weight on his hands. Because I don't want him. What Coach Carpenter said, he wants to come up. He wants to get to this position. I don't want him to. So I'm going to put pressure on him right away here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my feet like I'm a track. Like I'm trying to explode off the track. So that my knees are facing this way. Because that's the way I'm going. So then I'm going to put my hand on his belly button here first. Because what I don't want is to do this and then do this and the ref blows the whistle right here and I don't have anything on him. I want control of his hips the whole time. So I'm going to go here and here. So I'm going to go tight waist ankle. So, and trust me, tight waist ankle never goes out of style. You watch college wrestling, you're going to see tight waist ankle quite often. So I'm going to go here, tight waist ankle, and then all I'm going to do is extend my legs so that his butt comes off his heels. Show him right. So all he's doing is extend him. That's it, right there. That's all we're doing. Okay? So, I didn't want to do this time because he's a little guy. Nobody wants to hurt the little guy. So I'm going to go from there to a spiral. So how we do... I don't know what mirror this guy's looking in. I was that little once too. I remember being 8 vividly. All right. I'm just kidding. When I was 8, I was probably like 32 pounds. All right. So I'm going to extend him here by getting off my knees onto my toes. And then this hand is going to transition down into his thigh. This hand is going to transition out. And I'm going to get to the side. But here I'm going to pinch hard with his hips real hard. And I'm going to keep this all real tight. And I'm going to continue to extend him forward and then circle as I capture this wrist and put him on his hip here. Okay? Does everybody see that? Okay. So that's what we're doing. Ryan, show him. He's going to extend him, then spiral. Here. Okay? Now this is good for all kinds of stuff. I can go cross wrist. I can turn it into a half series. Hey, right here. Jump out here, show him half series. Quick, 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 quick. I'm going to turn this spiral into half series. I'm going to extend him. No, tight waist ankle, come out spiral to a half series. Extend him, spiral, capture the wrist, jump sides, half, run it, go, all of it. Let him up, come on, come up, pull him across, pull him across, let him up, tuck his head, let him up, he posts his outside leg, go to tilt. Okay. That's half series. Okay? But that's all off of one setup. Tight waist ankle to a spiral. Okay? So come back. So the details are this. I'm extending him. You all right? Yeah, he's just. Well, I'm going to say he's been on his knees a lot today. I didn't say it. He said it. All right. Extend him. I'm going to here. I'm extending him. I'm transitioning my hands. I'm keeping him forward. I'm not giving him an opportunity as I step to the side to sit back. I'm keeping him forward. I'm attacking this wrist. I'm pushing this thigh out. I'm pinching his hip with my elbow, and I'm taking his hips with me as I walk out towards his wrist here. You guys understand that? Now, again, there's a lot of stuff here. I can go cross wrist like Whitehall. I can capture this. I can go to half series. I can pop up. I can cradle. A lot of stuff here. So all we're doing, extend him on the right side, transition to the left, spiral him to his hip. That's what we're doing. Get ready. We're going fast. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.